share my screen, and also I have started the recording as well. So far we have seen many things in HTML, CSS, Bootstrap. I think so far you guys have good understanding about the HTML and then the web page, right? So now let's quickly start today with database management system, which will be a important module in our course. That is the as per our curriculum, MySQL and SQL Server both are almost 95 percentage. Both are similar, but the product will be the different. For example, SQL Server is Microsoft product, and then MySQL is the separate product. Okay, so let me share my screen. So database, because if we understand the database concepts, then only we can move to any programming language or the web development, anything we can move on to that. Okay, so just go and enable your MySQL using XAMPP control panel. Once after enabled it, just call localhost. So in the localhost, you can have one more menu that is called phpMyAdmin. Okay. So phpMyAdmin, if you click on phpMyAdmin, a separate interface will come up. It will have a lot of menus like databases, SQL, user accounts, whatever. Okay. So database, I think you guys have been heard about RDBMS. Relational, what is RDBMS? Can anyone, if you,
Relation,
Relational
relational management
database.
database system.
yeah, relational database management system. Okay. So it is a relational database management system is a system that is not SQL or MySQL or Oracle. It's generally known as RDBMS, a system for the database, a software. We can tell us a software. We can tell us a software. We can tell us a system, whatever. Relational database management system. Okay, because earlier we had a file management system, file storage. For example, if I open a whatever a notepad, I'm just open a document. So in a document, what I can do, I can write, I can type something. For example, code factory, I'm just writing whatever I can write, I can save it. So finally I can store whatever the data in a file, right? So similarly, there are a lot of sources are there to store multiple way of data. Okay, so that is called one of the type is the database. Database is nothing but collection of data. It's a warehouse, like it's a go down of data. For example, if you are having products or if you are having things in your home, whatever, if you are keep adding some products or materials or whatever, and if you are storing in some places. So similarly, in information technology, RDBMS, relational database management system, that is the biggest biggest software which helps us to store big data, very big data, huge data, thousands of records or crores of records, n number of data, whatever the data, we can store and keep it in database. So what is the need of the database? Why don't we store the data in other systems like file or folder or whatever, the cache, memory or something, whatever. There are multiple systems are there to store data. But why we are preferring database to store the data? So lot of plus and yeah, advantages are there. You can simply go on Google it. Many thing is there. For example, you cannot you can store n number of for example the memory size. For example, 10 MB data, 50 MB data, or 1000 MB data, very fast and quickly to the database. You can store it, and also you can retrieve the n number of data very quickly from the database, but you cannot retrieve the data from other systems. So the final system, in everything we are doing some analysis, we are doing some researches, we are doing many things, but finally we are finding some good solutions for everything in our life, right? So similarly, in IT, information technology, we found many places to store the data, but the final best place is database system. So yeah, when we are storing our data in a database, it is easy to fetch, it is easy to select, it is easy to insert. So the performance, and then whatever the efficiency, everything will be high when we are using the database. Okay, for example, let me quickly tell you about with some examples. For example, if you are going to a shopping mall, or if you are going, yeah, for example, you are going to a Reliance Fresh Market or something, whatever you are going. So if you want to take something quickly, for example, in a small shops, you will ask them, they will prepare and they will give it to you whatever you need. So that is the process. For example, in a supermarket or in a big shopping mall, what you will do directly, you just go. If you very well, if you are familiar with the particular shopping yeah, supermarket, will you ask anything to anyone? You will not ask anyone to anything. You just directly go, you just pick your whatever the product you need, and you will come back, you will come, right? So similarly, for example, you can assume so in every shops and in every supermarkets, there will be multiple, yeah, multiple shelves will be there, right? Multiple shelves will be there. It will be clearly arranged in a column wise and row wise. Am I right, guys?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So if you go to any shopping market or supermarket, for example, or for a small showroom, if you are going, so they will arrange their products in a clear way. They in a row and column structure. So that is why often I will give you an example with Excel only, because Excel is a very good system. Excel is the very good system to get to have a clear understanding about all the things. For example, So this is the column number A, column number B, column number C, column number D. Okay. For example, let's say I have, so you can assume that uh, you are going to purchase some pant or shirts to you in a shop. Okay. So they will be clearly arranged, all the sizes, pant size or shirt size, whatever, 36, 38, 40, 42. So against each and every size, they will have their products, whatever, 1, 2, 3, 4. So similarly, you can go to any shop. So the shop is the good example to tell you about the database and database tables. For example, similarly, if you are finding this kind of uh, an image or a representation, if you are getting like this way, in this way, for example, if you need three, for example, let's say black color shirt, let's say red color shirt, let's say green color shirt, whatever. So what you will do, you will simply directly go to the shop and you will tell them, I need 40 size or 38 size, slim fit or whatever the size, with the black shirt. Just get me the fourth column, third row, that black shirt. Please get it for me. You just tell to them like this, right? So how you can able to tell clearly, how you can able to find the exact black color shirt which you want, how you can able to clearly specify to them and you can able to take it. So that is the structure. Okay, so structure is very important. Okay, in the database concepts, structure is very, so everything will be structured, everything will have primary key, foreign key, index, and then column names, and then the data as a row. So everything will be in a very structured way. Okay, so then only you can quickly identify, I need red shirt. So the shopkeeper, the salesman, what he will do, he will directly pick from the fifth row, fifth column, E column, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, fifth column, and third row, he will find size is the 40, color is the red. So he will pick up the data like this. For example, even we don't know SQL queries. Now you, Shahrukh or anyone, Zahir or Shahrukh or Bilal, whoever, you just tell me, for example, how you will write a sentence. For example, if you are going to write a sentence, you need this red color shirt, red shirt. How you will tell simply, for example, I am a shopkeeper or salesman. Okay, how you will tell me clearly, I want this shirt? How you will clearly tell, what is the language you will use, what is the syntax you will use? Please tell me, so I will write here.
Size.
What you will tell?
Size which I require.
Size which I require.
Color.
No,
Quantity.
which I require 40, right?
Yeah.
40.
Then color, quantity, and type.
Yeah, color. Yeah, whatever. So the attributes. So whatever the data which is available in the table. So you can visualize your shopping mall or whatever the showroom. You can visualize. They will be clearly arranged in a row and column. So you can simply tell them, first row, fourth shirt, or second row, third shirt. You will, because whenever you are going for Diwali purchase or Ramzan purchase, you will tell them in that way only, na, right? Huh? So that is the structure and few logical syntaxes we are using to fetch the correct product or something. For example, red shirt has been moved. For example, Zahir has purchased one red shirt from the shopkeeper or salesman. Now what the shopkeeper will do immediately? Actually, all the other rows are filled by some other shirts or something, some products. But this place is empty. This cell is empty. What the shopkeeper will do? Am I audible, guys?
Yes, he replaced with another
Yes,
shirt.
sir.
Yeah, what the shopkeeper will immediately do?
You will do there is nothing in that green color with the
No, no.
sides.
Yeah, there is
He will sell
nothing,
another shirt.
but he will immediately replace with one. Am I right?
Yes.
Yes, sure.
He will replace with some yellow or some whatever the product available with him. He will replace it. Okay. So guys, very carefully understand this concept. If you have, because the same system we are going to do with the database, the same system whatever I have explained now, using a simple shop, 4 rows or whatever the pant shirts, whatever the products they have arranged, the same concept, how the buyer will take, how the seller will update with the product, whatever the additional product or something, the same concept, guys, because in IT industry we are trying to push you to the full stack developer, okay, online application developer. But whatever we are teaching you, if you hold and if you do some more exercises and yeah, so if you are doing some more exercises and if you are doing hands on any one technology, you can easily get placed and you can really shine on the particular area. So one of the area is database. You don't need HTML, CSS or whatever the programming or whatever. Even if you know only database, you can achieve your goals, you can join a job, you can keep going on. Okay, so whatever we are covering, everything is important. Please try to understand the basics. If you miss the basics, definitely it will not push you to the next level. You will be interestless. Okay, so this is the concept of database, guys. So database, yeah. So every whatever the database, even Oracle, if we get a chance, we will install Oracle, we will install SQL Server or other softwares also, so you can understand. But that is not a part of our curriculum. If we get time, we can do it. Okay, that also. Now we are having an interface like PHP MyAdmin. This is the interface of the MySQL database. Okay. So for example, now if you want to create one database, so database is a collection of data we can call, or we can call it as a collection of tables, because under the table only we will have the data in a row and column, in a column and row format. Okay, so you can understand, because nowadays a lot of roles are available with the database administrator. If you simply know the MySQL or a SQL Server database, you are eligible for a database administrator. Okay, so we let me tell you how to create a database. So there are a lot of ways are available, guys. For example, so yeah, before that I will tell you. So this database RDBMS, MySQL. This is the MySQL RDBMS. This MySQL RDBMS can be installed in Windows, either Linux. Already in day 0, I have clearly explained to you everything. So without the OS platform, we cannot install any softwares, right? So similarly, MySQL database system, it's a database system, it's a software we have installed together in XAMPP, okay, XAMPP package, software package. But if you want, you can separately, you can install it using some commands. The command is also available with the available in Google. For example, you can search like this: command to install MySQL. If you search this command, this type of things, you will get some commands, okay. For example, maximum the documentation will come for Linux. Even we can find some, yeah, this is Windows based, okay, yeah. So, yeah. Yeah, shutdown is not a command to install the database. Okay, so it will, yeah, it will give some RPM, some other command, okay. So what I'm just coming to say is, you can install directly as a software, or you can install directly using some command, whatever, okay. Finally, the installation can be happen either any way. Actually, this is not a right document. 1 second. So if I'm saying, if I'm giving some clue to you, you should go and search on it, okay. So then only you can so this is the command, okay. So installation, install MySQL server, that's it. So sudo is the command, sudo is the proxy command in Linux, okay. So this is the Linux based system they are trying to install in Ubuntu. So finally, what you should not what to say, you should not afraid, guys, okay. You should not afraid, you should not hesitate how we are going to install, how we are. So basically, you want to understand a concept first. If you understand that, definitely you can do anything. So if you are working in a company, for example, if you are working in a company, so you are a project manager, or you are a lead role. They are asking to install anything. For example, they are asking to install Git, okay, Git in your project. For your project, they are asking to install Git application, okay. So almost 90%, so all the softwares, whatever Java or MySQL or PHP, Python, or whatever, everything running over the Linux platform, okay. So few other softwares like Java or .NET, these kind of softwares which can be run in either both OS, Windows or Linux, whatever. But finally, you should understand, anything can be installable. Anything can be installable. Some command will be there, okay. It is not a big thing. Even DevOps, if they want to do some process, you can, for example, if you are doing some agile methodology, if you want to install Jira, so nothing, those things are nothing, okay. So you, what you are just going to do is, you just going to install, but you need to very carefully you need to handle that during the installation, okay. For example, if they want to install you a JIT software for your application to maintain the version control versions, because in a single application multiple programmers will work, so they cannot share the files and they cannot update. There will be a centralized repository will be there. In that centralized repository, one by one they will update, and they will pull, they will push, they will commit, they will do everything. So that is the main concept of version control system. Okay, so for example, if you want to install a JIT in your server, install JIT. In Windows or Linux, whatever. I'm just showing you, nothing to worry. Okay, whatever the task or whatever, you can challenge them. I know I can do. You can challenge. Okay, so nothing is a rocket science or a big thing. Okay, so for example, if you search in Google, they will clearly give at the end of our course. I will show you how we are lively doing in the real-time servers. Just what you are going to do is, you are just going to copy this command, get install git. That's it. It will be automatically installed. After that, you can start to use Git. So this is how every software, even MySQL also, there will be some command. I'm just bringing to your knowledge. You don't need to about hesitate. You don't need to tell I don't know. But if you don't know, you should tell don't know. You need to learn many things. But you don't need to afraid. You don't need to afraid. You need to understand the basics, how it works, how we need to install. If anyone give you a challenge, or if anyone is telling you to install something, you can surely, you need to know the methodology, how I can, okay, how I can do. I need to go Google, I need to search, I need to pick it up the right command, and then I can proceed anything. Okay, so this is the way of doing. Okay, this way of doing, you must need to know. Then automatically you can you will be confident on it, and you can start, you will be start doing on it. Okay, so now let me go to the MySQL system. Already in XAMPP package itself we have installed it, right? Yeah, we have installed it. Now what we are just going to do is, we are just going to create, yeah, the interface is already there. So anything we can do either from yeah, many ways we can do anything in many ways. The first way is using the interface itself. For example, I'm just creating one database, Code Factory. What I'm just doing, I'm just giving a name, I'm just choosing a database. What is that? That language type. Actually UTF-8, I think already you must know about this. So whenever we are storing the special data or language oriented multiple for example, I am just trying to store French data, Hindi or Tamil or whatever the language, other language I am trying to store the data. So to store any kind of data, we are having some formats, okay, in a language or collation. Okay, the format, we are telling Unicode, no Unicode. So those things are the format, accepted format. So that is why we are preferring UTF-8 general CI. That is the one number of, for example, if you see there are a lot of formats are there. Unicode is there, Turkish is there, Spanish is there, lot of n number of what to say, n number of Latin, Greek, whatever, n number of collation is there. So all those are formats. Okay, nothing. Those are simply the formats to accept the data. That's it. So generally, what you should do is, you should select the general CA, UTF-8 general CA. Okay, that's it. And then you can simply create a database. That's it. So now a database has been created in the name of Code Factory. So this is one job. Database administrator will do this kind of job. He will create database, he will create users, he will create he will map the particular user to a particular database, he will create a table. So lot of things inside a database we can do. I already told you lot of things. Similar our Excel, we can create a number of table, and then we can store the data inside the table. Okay, for example, let me create a table, registration table. For example, registration, I am just creating a table, registration, with 5 columns. Whatever the column I need, up to MySQL will support up to 4,400 and something column. So you can whatever the required column, number of columns required, you can directly select the number and you can click go. So then it will show you to create a table, with the respective data. For example, earlier what we have done, we have for example, localhost pages. We had one form, right? Name, email, mobile, and then address, and then city, Chennai, Bangalore, gender, whatever, and then file. So earlier we had the form. So once submitted this form, what we need to do is we need to capture all the data in the database table. So what we need to do is, so whatever the column we are going to capture, for every column we need to create columns in the table. So these are the box 1, yeah, box 1, box 2, box 3, box 4, box 5. So all these boxes are columns, column A, column B, column C, column D, column E. Now you can create n number of column with respective to the correct data type. That is very important. For example, what will be the first column? What will be the first column? Can anyone tell what will be the first column?
Name.
A name, or yeah, apart from name, what can be the first column?
ID.
ID, absolutely correct. Yeah. So you guys, you should not forget this, guys, even after becoming as a manager. Okay, you are creating one whatever the data report you are creating, you should not forget this. Without serial number, without the number ID, serial number, nothing will be there. No table will be there without a serial number. Even, yeah, if you become a big manager or general manager or vice president, you should keep this. For example, name, first name, last name, or whatever the, and then mobile number, city, just whatever we are having in the table in the registration form, and just typing in the Excel sheet, name, mobile, and then address, city, whatever, yeah, gender. For example, yeah, you are putting name Muhammad, Abdul, whatever the name, and then you are giving, but the ID is very important, guys. Where without ID number, if you are creating a table, that is useless, that is meaningless. Okay, so ID is very important in a normal report table or any table. Okay, so ID will be the first item whenever you are creating a table, blindly you should put ID. That is the first thing. Okay, and then the whatever the data we are going to capture, all those things should come. A name, email, whatever we can keep it. Okay, these are not case sensitive, or these are not predefined functions. Whatever we are thinking, we can do directly. Okay, whatever the name we can we are looking to give, we can give it. Okay, not an issue. ID, name, email, mobile, and then the final, in every table, whatever table you are creating in your life career, the final column will be the timestamp. Because for example, you are typing in a what is in a Excel sheet, mobile number, 999 something, address, some 123, city Bangalore, whatever, sender mail. So if you are creating a data, but do you know when this data has been created? For example, the time is now 8 o'clock. Any record or any log is there, this data has been entered by Abdul at 7:59 p.m. Any log is there? Anything is there? Nothing is there, right? So, but in a database, that is very mandatory. So you must need to have one column data created, or whatever created on, updated on, inserted on, whatever data created. I'm just putting data created. Okay. So this is the in between this ID and the data created, you can add n number of columns, whatever you want. Okay. Now the next thing is data type. Already guys, you might have very much known about the data types, whatever the data types, integer, float, character, varchar, and lot of other n number of data types are there. Okay, so even in this in this drop down itself, there will be all the numeric, date, varchar, char, big integer, integer, tiny integer, small integer, medium integer. So all the data types will be there. Whatever the data types we require, we need, that exact data type we need to choose. For example, the ID will be usually ID will be in number, or in the character, or in the alphanumeric, or how it will appear, guys. Usually how the ID it will appear. For example,
Unique integer.
yeah, unique integer, right? Yeah, the ID will be max. It will be definitely, it must be unique. That is a separate case. But generally it will be a integer only. Integer means, guys, those who are part of non-IT don't need to worry. Integer, it is nothing but a number. Okay, so will it be a integer, or it can be a alphanumeric? But for example, you are going, again I'm just telling you some example with Amazon or Flipkart or whatever. If you are going, for example, just I'm going to the amazon.com. So after creating that, I will tell you. So integer will be the number. So every ID can be, that is the easy way. to quickly memorize or to keep it easy, that is the easiest and quickest way to keep it as a number. For example, number 1. For example, 10 people are there, or 100 people are there. How we will count the count? We will ask them to tell the numbers. Start from 1 to 100. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Everyone will start to count, right? So we will keep every time whenever we are creating a table, we should create a ID that should be the integer, and then the value, whatever the can be value, maximum it will not go beyond 11 or 13, like, either whatever the phone number or whatever the but the integer also, if you are crores of in your database table, even crores of data is coming, it will not go beyond the 11 or 13. So generally we will keep it as a 11, the digit, the length, the value, length of the integer, length of the data type. And then we are having something default. What is this collation? So if you want to define something default, for example, default null, if no data is there against this ID, if you want to keep it as null, we can keep it. But default, you can leave it as a none, empty. Okay. And then collation as usual, the general CI or whatever the Unicode. So you can leave it because already you have defined the UTF-8 general CI in the database itself during the database creation itself. Okay. Now you are creating attributes, binary or unsigned. Yeah, these are the attribute also not required. Okay. Yeah, in worst case, in rare case, we will use that. Let me tell you later why we are using and when we need to use that. And then null is also there. If you want to keep a column it as a null permanently, we can make it. And then index is there, and then auto increment is there. So these are the very two important attributes of database table, especially for the ID, the first column. For other columns we will not do, maximum we will not do. For first ID column alone, because for example, you are having a website, e-commerce website, you are creating 10 products. You are already having 10 products. You are going to add a 11th product in your database, in your website. Okay. So the automatically what the database will do, when you are adding a product, it will automatically create the next number. For example, if you give like the auto increment true, yes, you must need to check this checkbox. You need to check this checkbox in the first column, ID. Okay. If you check this checkbox, whenever you are entering the data, it will automatically go to the next number. So that is the meaning of the auto increment. And then, so this is also very important. So this is also the primary. Whenever we are creating a table, the first column, the ID column, must be unique, and also it will be a primary data. Primary data itself a unique one only. If you are choosing the primary, means that will be a unique only. Okay. Now what you are just going to do is, yeah, these are the things we need to consider during the table creation. ID, integer, the value is 11, and then the index, and then the index, and the A. Now the other columns, so whatever these can be, for example, your name will be in Anytime name will be the character only. Okay, name will be character only. You can give character or varchar.
String.
Varchar. Hello. Yeah. It is part of a string. No, actually, string cannot be selected. Character and varchar, all these tiny text, medium text, long text, all these are part of string only. Okay, so you can simply, so name, for example, what is the longest name in the world? How many characters it will have? 50. In Tamil they will tell Raja Raja Cholan, Matanda, whatever they will tell, Raja the Raja Gambira, that Puligesi film, if you see, you can understand. So even whatever the big number, it will have how many character? 100 character. I am just talking about only name. So usually the name, the email, the mobile, these are the things will have some limited character. So we know it will have some limited character only. Then so for those kind of cases, we need to use the varchar. Okay, varchar. The maximum we can give 255. So this is the standards. I'm just talking about the standards. And then the email also we can give. Yeah, email is also one of the type. Nowadays in HTML we are using email as a data type. In database we are using only varchar only. And then mobile could be a integer. Sometime what will happen, we will write like this, +91 hyphen 999. So this is also can be acceptable either varchar or integer. But if you are putting integer, it will save only the numbers. If you are trying to put some hyphen or something, it will not accept in the database. That is one important point we need to consider and understand. Okay, so better we can actually problem irukadu varchar if we are simply putting in, because in rare case, worst case, if we are giving a integer and if we are giving if you are allowing only integer, some worst case, if we are okay to allow the character also, it will be problematic. So to avoid those kind of problem, we can simply put varchar also. That is not a big challenge. Okay, 255. And then for date created, here alone we can do two types of thing. One is date type. This is one kind of type, and another type is varchar. So this is about how we are going to store the date in our database table. For example, if we are going to store our date in this format, for example 2020 -08 09 -28, if we are going to keep our date record in this format, means we can select date. No, we are not going to keep in this format. Tomorrow the format can be changed. So in MySQL or in any language, timestamp is there, guys. Timestamp is one of the function actually. It's one of a function. That is the, for example, that is the in database system or in a programming language, timestamp is one of the concept actually. For example, let me tell you by showing one example. Timestamp converter. Timestamp converter. Whatever, we can go to any site, not an issue. So they are giving that one timestamp. For example, 160, 130, 4217. This is a timestamp one number. But in our digital language, we can, whenever we can keep any date in timestamp format, and also the same way vice versa, we can keep any timestamp and we can convert that timestamp as a date. For example, I'm just deleting this data. For example, yeah, I'm just giving randomly 6777, and just I'm trying to timestamp into human date. I'm just converting. So what is the date coming? Monday, September 28, 2020, 3 p.m. 26 minute. For example, I am just going to change this 70 or 78, whatever. Now I am just converting it. So now what it's coming? Friday, June 12, 2026. So every date and time, it has a timestamp. It has a unique timestamp. Okay. So we are capturing our time log in many ways. One is date, one is the date type. For example, if I am just showing a date, means I can retrieve the date and I can display only in this format only. For example, the format will be 2020 -09 -28. But if I want to show a date, September 28, 2020, if I want to show in this format, means not only in this format, any format, if I want to convert the date and time, if I want to convert any format, means we need to prefer the data should be recorded in the way of timestamp, varchar, whatever. It will be saved as a timestamp. So blindly, guys, in database alone, blindly you can put any field to varchar or char. That will not create any issues. If you are creating integer or some other thing, you need to be very careful on that field. Okay. Now what you need to do is you need to simply go and save it. So once you saved this, a table has been created in the name of registration. In the name of registration, ID, name, email, mobile number, data created. So now we are having a structured table. Now what are all the possibilities are there? Now what are all the possibilities are there? We can insert any data here. We can delete the data from the table. We can update the data in the table. We can insert the data in the table. Whatever the possibilities we can do. Okay. So tomorrow we can see that about all the major functionalities, that is called insert, select, delete, update. So these are the very these are the, what to say, these are the breathing, these are the breath of the IT. Any language, Python or PHP, .NET or MySQL, insert, delete, update, insert. If you are considering it as a showroom, you are having a empty slab, you are filling as a salesman, you are arranging every records, you are arranging every shirts and pants correctly in a correct manner. You are filling, that is the insert. And then if you are getting something, if you are fetching something, if you are taking some shirt, if you are taking pant from that shelf, that is the selecting, that is the fetching. And then you can take something and you can replace with another item. You can remove the yellow shirt with the red shirt, whatever you can do. So the same concept, we are going to do everything, the big data, including the huge data in the database system. under the tables. Okay, so these are the things we are going to have in our upcoming sessions tomorrow. So far, if you are having any doubts, you can ask me, guys. Yeah.
So the timestamp, like how, like there is a number and you're it is converting into date. Otherwise, it is like if we set as a timestamp, will come as a timestamp only. Like today's date is 28/9/2020. Means
Yeah.
it will come as a same date
Yeah.
with today's
Yeah.
date.
Yeah. So yeah, let me tell you. So in IT industry, not IT industry, in digital industry, we have predefined a few things. Okay. So this the timestamp is also has some algorithm. So based on the predefined algorithm, it will be automatically calculated. For example, let's say the time is 2019, 2020. The time is 2020. But as a local guy, what you will tell, how what is the time now? It's a night or day or it's afternoon. What is the time now? You will tell this is 8:20 late evening or night. You will tell like that only, no.
Yes.
So this is understood. This is coming under understood. The
Okay.
2020 means it's a railway time. Indian standard time is 5:30, 5 plus 30 GMT. 8:20 is 2020. 2020 is 8:20. You know. So similarly, some predefined algorithms are there to generate timestamp. For example, inside us, we are a small forum. Our count should be more than 30, but today only 15. Just within ourselves, we are defining something. For example, I'm just saying, Zahir, number 4 is apple. Number 6 is orange. Number 2 is banana. So we are just fixing the predefined some things. Tomorrow I'm just telling Zahir, please give me the number 2. What you will give? You will give me the apple. So that is the
Yes.
predefined thing for the number 2. So similarly, in IT digital world, the timestamp is also has some logic which will be automatically converted. There is a way. I will tell you later how we are going to create a timestamp. So there is a way. Multiple ways are there to create a timestamp. Without knowing the date, we are simply creating the timestamp, and if we are saving in the database. So in your past, yeah, 1 second. In your past studies, you might have yeah understood in science. You might have heard that using the DNA, we can easily identify who is the son of who is. Am I right?
Yes.
So similarly, using the timestamp, we can easily identify which millisecond is that.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, that will be a methodology we are following in the database system. Not only in the database system, in the programming system also we are following the same. Okay,
Okay.
yeah. So all those things are predefined. For
Okay.
example, yeah, I will save only the timestamp. For example, only the timestamp this number 17 something. I can show it in many way. For example, Friday, I can mention Friday, June 12. But instead of, I can mention, oh, my screen is not visible. Not an issue, yeah. Even instead of June, what I can put, 06 I can put. Am I right?
Yes.
Yeah. So 06 is nothing but June. 07 is nothing but July.
July.
Right.
Okay. Okay.
So in any format I can display. If I am having only the timestamp, I can display in any for I can write even. But if you are writing anything hard code directly, if you are writing 2020, hyphen 09 hyphen 28 means you can display the same. That's it.
Okay.
But if I am having timestamp, I can display in n number of ways. I can display 2020 09 2020. I can tell September. I can tell September 09. I can even tell 09 Anyway, I can communicate if I'm having that data. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
Okay.
These are the things, guys. Yeah. Let's say we'll.
Today we have done like MySQL like with PHP admin. Like this is a what SQL?
MySQL, that's it. MySQL.
MySQL is like we can write a query also, otherwise we can run in this way also. What you thought?
Yeah, you are right. We can write query to create even a table also.
Okay.
I have started to create a table in the interface itself, right? So
Yes.
tomorrow, yeah, using the query also we can create tables. Okay.
Like it
But
is
finally,
no, it is a separate software we want to install like MS SQL, or this is the way like PHP
no,
admin XAMPP from through XAMPP.
yeah, that is why I tell you to understand XAMPP is a software which provides MySQL also. For example, let me share my screen 1 second. Yeah, my screen is visible, I think. Yeah, so under the XAMPP, if you see, under XAMPP, MySQL is one of the folder.
Yes.
Under MySQL, data is one folder. Under data, we have created one code factory table. So whatever the database we have created, all the database code factory is the database, and then registration is the table. So all these things it will be available. Okay. So even if you don't have XAMPP, if you uninstall the XAMPP and if you are installing the MySQL directly, you will get all these items.
Okay.
Okay, XAMPP is a software which will provide combinedly the softwares. Okay, nothing but even if I am just installing directly the MySQL, I can able to access these things. Okay.
Okay.
Okay,
Yes.
guys. Yeah. Today we can close our session. If any important doubts, you can ask me. Else, tomorrow, yeah, in this week we can completely go to the database system only, because if you are well versed in database, you can go to any stream, any LOB, any line of business. It may be apps, it may be infra, it may be ERS, whatever. You can go to any IT industry, IT technology. Yeah, if you have any doubts, you can ask. We are also having only 11 people today. We should, guys, Shahrukh and Bilal, and I'm inactive in our group. Please help me to pull our guys to participate actively in our calls. Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, guys. Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.